mama always told me I'm allergic to the fake shit. That's why I can look you in your eyes and tell you ain't shit. I'm from the South, you know what I'm talking about. But she could pop it and drop it right in your bank account. I be like, fuck what you heard, your body's out of control. Pussy wrapped in African gold. St. Jules on my chest, got my foot on your neck. Look, I don't play by mine, fuck what you say about mine. You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. If he ain't paying rent, he ain't doing shit. Now drop it to the floor and let him know that you a real bad bitch. Pick it up, look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back in the dumb. Now fuck what you heard, that body's out of control. Rap, diamonds and gold. And she gon' rain champagne like she just won a game. Look, I don't play about mine. What the fuck you say about mine? You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Pick it up, look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back in the now pick it up, look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back in the I'ma walk it. You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that, we that, who that, we that, who that. Take a picture, baby, let me step back.
Bring it to me, send it to me, ain't no problem, y'all know. I ain't ducking, I ain't dodging, I ain't missing, I ain't had a thing given. Take it all, I ain't leaving, standing with it, standing on it, all toes, y'all want it, all smoke, y'all want it, all smoke, y'all want it, all smoke, y'all want it, all, y'all want it, all. Y'all want it all. Never smoke what your lungs say. Drop bombs from Baghdad to Bombay. They flat earth and some believe, but some can't. Forever push it, that's the dream. Hook a trailer to me, pull it off and make a movie. That's the best you heard but never seen. Kill 'em all, forever dream. It got a ring to it, but the kiss of death don't get a ring until I sing to it. Peace of mind to get your piece of yours, but I want everything and we can go to war to see that mind make do and never lean. I take a plate to feed for us. Ain't too much that we can trust. Close my eyes, I see the lust. Keep them close to see what's up. Won't be long till it unfolds. It's gonna reveal, that's how it goes. And once it shows, I want it. Yeah, I want it. Swear I want it. All smoke, bring it to me, send it to me. Ain't no problem, y'all know. I ain't ducking, I ain't dodging, I ain't missing. I ain't had a thing given. Take it all, I ain't leaving. Standing with it, standing on it. All toes, y'all want it. All smoke, y'all want it. All smoke, y'all want it. All smoke, y'all want it. All, y'all want it. All, y'all want it. All smoke. I'm at it daily. The push is crazy. The bad.
I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for.
All right, y'all know how this goes. Every time I tell y'all, this is secondhand. Do not come for me. As I always tell y'all, till I got a goddamn job, you know, I got the time. All right. So with that in mind, y'all know what I do.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. I'm trying to use my computer all right because I don't know what the hell happened earlier. But let me go ahead and say hello.
Hello. It's me. Hello, motherfucker.
And so anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this. This is going to be a little different because I got two, not one, but two requests for stories. So yeah, and I'm going to go into them wholeheartedly. So here we go with the first story. This is not the one they requested. I'll let you know. Anyways, here it is. So Samuel L. Jackson and LaTanya Richardson Jackson celebrate 46 years of marriage. This is probably about the most lovey-doveyest channel I've had. Hello. So please don't get mad. I'm just telling you right now, this is very lovey-dovey. So Samuel L. Jackson and LaTanya Richardson Jackson just celebrated 46 years of marriage, and apparently Hollywood relationships can survive longer than a carton of eggs, as long as both people understand that marriage requires more than matching outfits. Instagram captions and a divorce announcement disguised as a request for privacy. The couple celebrated their anniversary on August 18th, that was yesterday, with loving posts and throwback pictures. Samuel, now 77, shared a photograph from their 1980 wedding. I was one. Wow. No, I wasn't alive then, but I was one the next year. Well, I was 0. Anyways, and told LaTanya, I love you with all that I am. Meanwhile, 76-year-old LaTanya posted pictures capturing their life together, including Samuel making silly faces while she fed him cake. The two posing beside the ocean, and Samuel proudly allowing his wife to shine at the 2025 Tony Awards. LaTanya called Samuel her foundation, rock, and forever partner. Thanked God for blessing them with one another and toasted to another 46 years. At this point, I really hope you get there. Look, if they make it another 46, Samuel will be 123 years old. But knowing that man, he'll still be working, cussing somebody out, and somehow looking exactly the same. The two met while attending college in Atlanta, LaTanya at Spelman and Samuel at Morehouse. Good Lord. Powerhouses. They married in 1980 and welcomed their only daughter, Zoe, in 1982. I wonder what happened. LaTanya previously explained that they made a pact to remain together, raise their family, and challenge harmful stereotypes about, hey, Terry, about, where was I? What was I doing? I forgot. See, this is why you need this. I need to stop smoking. Anyways, about Black households. Samuel has also admitted their marriage required patience, tolerance, and deciding whether every mistake was really worth ending the relationship. So no, their marriage wasn't magically perfect. They simply kept choosing each other, which is apparently the revolutionary concept everybody keeps forgetting while searching for relationship goals on the internet. Please don't do that. That is the silliest thing. The internet is just here. It wasn't here when you got married for most of us. Well, maybe not for most of us. I don't know. I'm old as hell. Anyways, that's it for the bait news. Now we're going to get into the fucked up shit. And I'm telling you right now, it's kind of fucked up. But this is a little different because, like I said, I had two request stories. And one of them pissed me all the hell off when I saw it. And you will not believe it when you see it unless you've seen it already. But anyways, if you like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing and you have a suggestion, please hit me up in the comments. If you have a problem with that, and you just have some time, so do I. But I promise you, I won't let you get your 15 minutes. Anyways, here goes my commercial. Please like, share, and subscribe. There goes my little kitsune. And here we go.
It's just me and the family. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the family. See my little taste, say that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Hello. All right, so August 19th, that's today, should have been a day for Nolan Wells to celebrate his 19th birthday. Instead, his family, civil rights leaders, and supporters gathered in prayer while continuing to demand answers about how the 18-year-old died. The National Action Network organized the National Virtual Prayer Vigil at noon, hosted by Reverend Al Sharpton. More than 550 people reportedly joined Nolan's family, Sharpton, and civil rights attorney Ben Crump to honor Nolan's life and call for truth, transparency, and justice. A separate prayer rally was organized at Greater St. John AME Church in Biloxi, Mississippi. Dr. Jamal Bryant was scheduled to join Nolan's parents, Ben Crump, and other activists at the gathering, which also streamed on the Jamal Bryant podcast YouTube channel. Nolan disappeared during a July 4th boating trip with friends. His body was discovered near Horn Island on July 6th. An independent autopsy commissioned by the family listed his cause and manner of death undetermined. And I told y'all before, that's because those jackasses took body parts and kept them in Mississippi. Anyways, while Mississippi's official autopsy remains unreleased pending a grand jury review, I hope she did right because, like I said, that autopsy lady, she has a bad checkered history. Meanwhile, Nolan's family is still asking the most basic question imaginable. What happened to their son? The Congressional Black Caucus has requested a federal review, and the NAACP has joined the family's legal team in its pursuit of answers. This family should have been buying birthday cake, wrapping presents, and embarrassing Nolan with childhood pictures. Instead, they are organizing prayer vigils and asking institutions to conduct the kind of transparent investigation that should never have to require this much public pressure. Nolan's birthday was meant to celebrate his future. Now it has become another national call for truth. And his family deserves more than condolences. They deserve answers. I don't blame them because this is ridiculous. These people are just playing around and I don't trust them. Oh, we're going to talk about Karmelo because believe me, I have an update with that one too. But before we move on, I just want to say that I'm so sorry that they had to do this. My mom always told me the worst pain for a parent is to outlive their child. I don't ever want to see that happen to nobody else. But you know, this is an ignorant ass country. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next story because it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. Not for a few stories. But here comes another update. Give me just a second. Where's my update thing? I always forget where these things are. I really need to set my hotkeys again. There it is. Still on their head. When I put on their neck. All right, so judge removed from Karmelo Anthony case as he seeks new trial. Thank goodness, because this is ridiculous. All of this stuff is ridiculous. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all, if you know anybody that is of color, marginalized, the alphabet mafia, anybody that these jackasses are after, please do not let them travel alone because this is ridiculous. So there has been a significant development in the Karmelo Anthony case. The judge who presided over his murder trial has been removed from any further proceedings, while Anthony's attorney seeks a new trial. Because once again, Case and Allison, same age, only difference was the color, same thing. He one of his classmates at school. He got 10 years. He got 35, this young man here. Tell me why. Anyways, senior judge Sid Harley granted the defense's request to recuse State District Judge John Roach Jr., well, you see what his last name is, from the case. Anthony's attorneys argued that Roach's conduct following the trial created reasonable questions about whether he could impartially decide their motion for a new trial. Karmelo Anthony, now 19, was convicted in, give me a second, because they've been trying to treat this poor baby like a goddamn, hey, Magic, they've been trying to treat this poor baby like a whole man before he was even a whole man, and he still ain't finished developing. Development finishes at 25. Anyways, So he's now 19. He was convicted in June of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. I think this is a setup. They getting our young ones and they taking out anybody that they can't get their hands on. Austin Metcalf during a 2025 high school. Give me a second here. I forgot I had this on. That's my fan. People be telling me it sounds weird. But anyways, the jury rejected the argument and he was sentenced to 35 years in prison for self-defense. Here is where Judge Roach apparently became a problem. Just 2 days after sentencing Anthony, Roach participated in an on-camera interview with WFAA discussing the verdict, the fairness of the trial, and his ruling. He later released additional public statements about that case. Who the fuck does that shit? I don't know anybody that does that shit. That sounds stupid. Now, sir, judges are generally expected to let their ruling speak for them, not begin the post-game commentary while the legal process is still moving. Anthony's attorneys argued that Roach had essentially defended the trial he would now be asked to reconsider. Judge Harley agreed that a reasonable, fully informed person could question Roach's impartiality. Not saying that again. I hope Karmelo gets his proper medical treatment for his epilepsy. He got epilepsy? I did not know that. Now, let's be clear. Let's be very clear. This decision does not overturn Anthony's conviction, reduce his sentence, which it needs to be, or automatically grant him another trial. It only means a different judge will consider the motion. Anthony's attorneys are expected to argue that motion before what they describe as a neutral and impartial judge. I don't know how the hell you're going to find an impartial one after all of this. They done sensationalized the whole case, every move, and then some. And then you got that jackass Lang running around just causing chaos. So this is not a new trial, at least not yet. But it does ensure that the person deciding whether mistakes were made won't be the same person publicly defending how everything was handled. Because seriously, what the hell? I ain't never heard of a judge going on interviews and shit. Man, I don't even know who the hell the judge was for OJ. Because, I mean, you remember his damn judges. I mean, his damn lawyers. Yeah. Does anybody remember that goddamn other dude? I'm just asking. But anyways, we ain't done because we got another update. This one is very sad, but, you know, you do what you got to do. So Black Caucus is also demanding answers in the police pew-pew of the 1-year-old boy. You know who we talking about, poor Cohen. The Mississippi legislative, Cohen with a K, because for some reason the doggone thing be spelling his name wrong. The Mississippi Legislative Black Caucus. Do we all have black caucuses in every state? I need to find this out. I thought there was only one in Washington. For real. I'm not joking. Dead ass. I'm serious. The Mississippi Legislative Black Caucus is demanding transparency in the police unaliving of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley because nearly 2 months later, his family is still waiting for basic information about why an officer fired into the vehicle while carrying a baby. The trial was railroaded for well, you already know, Texas. I've lived there for a little bit. Yeah. Cohen was fatally pew-pewed on June 14th outside a Walmart in Senatobia, Mississippi. According to the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, officers encountered 2 women and Cohen as they were leaving the store in a vehicle. Investigators claim the driver steered toward an officer who was attempting to stop the car, prompting another officer to fire as the vehicle drove away. I believe what they said, from what I heard, was not true. And still, can't you walk out the way? It's not like you stuck. It's a parking lot. However, Cohen's family and attorney dispute that account. An independent autopsy commissioned by the family reportedly found Cohen was struck by a bullet fired through the side of the vehicle, not the front. Exactly. That raises a very serious question. If the vehicle was moving toward the officer, as authorities claim, why does the physical evidence, reportedly indicate that the shot came from the side and the baby was in the back, huh? Instead of receiving a detailed explanation, the public got a 2-page internal police report that apparently identified neither of the officers involved nor how many officers were present. Let me see here now. He knew where he was aiming. Exactly. How many officers were present, nor why this situation escalated into gunfire over some diapers. Oh Lord, I've done safety whatever, loss prevention. No, this is not transparency. What they're doing is a homework assignment submitted in a larger font because somebody didn't have enough information. The Black Caucus is demanding regular updates for Cohen's family and a designated liaison to communicate directly with them. The family and community are also calling for the body camera footage to be released. I think that shit should just be sewn into the clothes. It should be waterproof for when it gets washed. They can't take that bitch off. They can't turn it off. I don't care if they're in the bathroom. Don't be doing stupid shit, and we won't have to worry about it. The fucking thing should be built in, and they don't tell where that damn thing is. It's on them somewhere. A 1-year-old child was unalived by a police gunfire. His family should not have to campaign for names, footage, and explanations. These are not unreasonable demands. They are the absolute minimum owed to a family whose baby never came home. Good Lord. These ignorant people, because it's something about that damn camera that pisses me off. They always have no camera, or they turn the camera off or something like that, and it pisses me the fuck off. Sew that bitch in, keep that thing on at all times until you off shift. That shit should come on as soon as you clock in. When you clock out, it shuts off, okay? Oh Lord, my camera done that froze. All right, give me a second here. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, we're going to move to the next story. It's a little better, but we're going to go back down. I'm sorry. I'm on a roller coaster with this, but it's something that I really felt needed to get out there. So if you're in that area, maybe you can support this girl or find out who the jackass is that did what they did to her, because I'm pissed off. You'll find out when you see this damn story. Little Miss Flint races to rebuild back-to-school drive after thieves again wipe out supplies. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I understand your kids need something, but would it kill you to like not steal all the shit? Even if you or they don't want to show the body. That's the whole purpose. If you ain't showing the damn camera, that's the issue. You ain't got shit to hide. Anyway, so this girl, oh Lord, that poor baby, she 19. 19-year-old activist Marie Copany, I hope I said that right, or Copany, better known as Little Miss Flint, is scrambling to rebuild her annual broke into her Michigan storage unit, stole supplies meant for children, and destroyed much of what they left behind. Ooh, y'all some dirty fuckers. I swear. Man, storage units should have, even inside, they should have a goddamn camera, because you ain't got shit to hide. You shouldn't have shit to hide inside the storage unit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying have cameras all over the place, but certain places we need. We don't need to have like them watching every fucking thing we do, but I'm just saying shit. And her, oh my God, you girl, move your stuff. And I don't know what else to say, but oh God, this is so horrible for her. And because being a common thief apparently wasn't low enough, somebody looked at backpacks, children's underwear, coats, and hygiene products and decided, yes, these are the items upon which I shall build my criminal empire, you fuckhead. They even stole the head from the bunny costume. What kind of cartoon villain foolishness is this? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You didn't take the whole thing. You just took the head. So you just running around with the head. Are you a crackhead? I'm just curious. The break-in occurred just weeks before Mari's 11th annual, the baby been doing it for 11 years, back to school event, which aims to serve 500 children. At the article's publication, which is today, only 185 children had been sponsored, leaving approximately 300 more needing backpacks. A question, who's famous that's from Michigan? Somebody famous need to help this little baby, please. Her GoFundMe had raised more than $6,000, about 45% of its $15,000 goal. Mari's complete goal for this year includes 500 fully stocked backpacks for babies, 300 pairs of sneakers. You find somebody who got a whole bunch of shit or a whole bunch of kids and figure out where they got all that shit from. Please, if you're in that area. 300 pairs of sneakers, more than 100 packages of socks, more than 100 packages of underwear, more than 100 menstrual health kits, because some of y'all girls are old enough, hair accessories, deodorant, body wash, and other hygiene products, because please, nobody wants a thirsty child sitting next to them all day. Haircuts and hair braiding services. Well, you know, she probably has that still locked down. Food and additional resources for families. Did y'all motherfuckers steal the damn food? This is not Mari's first burglary either. Y'all some dirty bastards. These also raided Team Mari storage until unit in January 2025, stealing toys, school supplies, coats, shoes, and other donations. How do these people know where you are, Mari? What I think you should do, or Mary, what I think you should do is put it somewhere, and then, I don't know, y'all get up early one day and move it to whatever site y'all gonna go to, and don't let these motherfuckers know where it is. Don't let them see it. If somebody knows, it's somebody who's working from the inside. That's how I feel. Anyways, Mari says she refused. Let's see here now. Since the beginning this work, Mari has distributed over 22,000 filled backpacks, nearly 1 million toys, and more than 20,000 books, over 2,000 coats, plus uniforms and bicycles. Lord, this child is an angel. Mari, or Mary, says she refuses to allow whoever did this to win. So now, while the thieves contribute absolutely nothing but audacity and property damage, a 19-year-old is once again doing the work of rebuilding what an entire community's children were supposed to receive. She don't have to do this. This is a baby. Oh, man, please, if anybody who's lived in Michigan, near Michigan, that got a bag, can you share it? And whoever the fuck did that, you know there's a special place for y'all down south. Down south. I'm just saying, because this is some dirty ass shit. Don't do this. This is horrible. But let's keep moving, because it's going to get worse. This is why I put this shit in the front, so we can get this shit out the way. Moving on. Beloved girls basketball coach unalived as 2 North Carolina school communities mourn. Jeremy? That's a new name. 2 North Carolina school communities are mourning the death of Jeremy Gwinnett Dillard. Someone was very articulate. A 57-year-old teacher and basketball coach who spent her career building opportunities for young women both on and off the court. Dillard was found stabbed in the head to death inside her Riley home. Her boyfriend, 60-year-old Ricky Harper, was later arrested in Plymouth Township, Pennsylvania, and charged with first-degree murder. Can't you just break up? God dang! No additional information about what allegedly led to the unaliving has been released, and the case is still proceeding through the legal system. I don't understand how people can just go and do shit like this. Just break up. Just leave. Shit, you ain't even got to break up. Just disappear. Fuck. Investigators say a network of license plate reading flock cameras helped them reconstruct Harper's movements and determine that he had allegedly left the scene and traveled north. Authorities located him following a search lasting roughly 2.5 hours. Dillard's impact stretched and see. I don't know what to say. This fucked me over because I don't like those cameras, but look, they were helpful. Dillard's impact stretched across 2 school districts. She worked as a recovery teacher and became the first head coach of the girls basketball team at Felton Grove High School, which opened in Apex just last August. Before that, she was also the inaugural girls basketball coach at Carborough High School. They're giving me a challenge tonight. Building one athletic program from absolutely nothing is difficult. Dillard did it twice, recruiting players, establishing a team culture, and convincing young athletes that they belonged on that court. Former colleagues described her as someone who treated players and staff like family and willingly engaged in difficult conversations when advocating for equity and her students' needs. Felton Grove has provided mental health resources as students and employees process her death. Jeremy Dillard didn't simply coach basketball. She created spaces that did not exist before she arrived. In other words, she's one of those people that left the place better than when she found it. And we don't have a lot of those. And because of her, generations of girls will continue walking into those spaces knowing somebody believed they deserved to be there. Man, rest in power, Queen. I don't know what else to say because this shit is so sad. And I'm really sorry for the people that lost that angel right there. We talking about angels. We losing people from left and right. Man, please stop traveling alone. Please travel in groups. I know y'all want to date. How about your group date, please? I'm scared for y'all. Moving on because this shit don't get better. Black grandmother missing. Family gets suspicious text from her phone. Whew, we almost done. A New York family is desperately searching for 63-year-old grandmother Alyssa Goods, who disappeared while visiting Las Vegas, and the messages subsequently sent from her phone have made an already frightening situation even more suspicious. Can y'all track it? Well, I don't know. I don't know who took it, so if they can text them, they might know enough to not... Goods was staying with her longtime friend Roger John near South Maryland Parkway and Tropicana Avenue. According to John, Goods left his apartment on August 8th, saying she was going to a CVS near Paradise Road and Harmon Avenue to purchase iron pills. She never returned. Goods was officially reported missing on August 10th because you got to wait 2 days, which makes no sense because by 2 days, they might not be alive. Then on August 12th, relatives began receiving text messages from Goods' phone asking for help, gas money, and Bitcoin. Who the hell? This is a grandma. Are you serious? Bitcoin. I don't even understand Bitcoin, and I'm not her age. What the fuck? Her niece, Elena Calloway, immediately knew something was wrong because her aunt does not drive, has no car. So who exactly needed that gas money, and why was Bitcoin suddenly a part of the conversation? Calloway fears someone has possession of both her aunt's phone and possibly her aunt. Good's daughter, Christian, has traveled to Las Vegas to search for her mother, while her son, Kevin Newton, issued a direct plea to whoever may have her. Just give my mother back. Why people stealing people, mamas? The family has contacted hospitals, jails, and the coroner office, but has found no trace of Goods. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police say the missing person investigation remains active. Her relatives are asking anyone with information. Here is her picture, y'all. She looks happy. She looks like she lived a good life. Please leave that woman alone. I mean, seriously, y'all ain't got shit to do, huh? Anyways, the family has contacted hospitals, jails, and the coroner's office, but it has found no trace of Goods. Las Vegas Metropolitan, Her family, they're asking for anyone with information, even something that appears insignificant, to contact authorities. A woman does not simply walk to CVS, vanish for 10 days, and then start requesting cryptocurrency and gasoline for a car she doesn't own. Alyssa Goods is somebody's mother, grandmother, aunt, and friend. Her family needs people to remember her name, share her story, and bring her home, please. God dang, what's wrong with y'all? Just stealing people. Like I said, if you're a woman, a very weak dude, a person of color, somebody black, brown, I don't care. If you're a marginalized person, please stop traveling alone. I'm so serious. I'm dead ass. I'm not making jokes. This is ridiculous. Every time I come up here, somebody is missing, hanging, or worse. Give me a second. I forgot to turn this shit off. I always forget to do that. But seriously, please stop traveling alone. This is terrifying. Good grief. All right. It's not over. Shit. I thought it was over. It's not over. 2 more. Fuck. All right. Let's keep it going. We got to keep it. Missing Atlanta girls found in trailer after alleged babysitter failed to return them to mother. What the hell's wrong with people? What? Why? Why are you stealing people now? Why? Don't you have enough just trying to live? Two young Atlanta sisters are safely back with their family, thank God, after allegedly being abducted by a babysitter their mother met through a Facebook group. Okay, there goes a flag. What the hell were you thinking? 4-year-old Zola Cooper and her 11-month-old sister Nora were left with 42-year-old Lakeisha Shanta Brown on August 15th while their mother Alicia Redding went to dinner. Girl, I'd have brought them kids with me. Redding had known Brown for about a year after meeting her in a Facebook group for mothers where Brown reportedly offered free services to expectant parents. Brown allegedly promised to return the girls but never did. At one point, she reportedly claimed the children had been involved in a car accident and later said they were in state custody. Authorities issued Georgia's version of an Amber Alert and used cell phone data to track Brown to an Atlanta apartment complex. When officers arrived, they heard a baby crying inside a locked, windowless What the fuck was she trying to do? Police used bolt cutters to enter and found both girls alive with Brown. The trailer reportedly had no air conditioning. The temperature outside was approximately 97 degrees. Oh my God. And officers described the interior as unclean and unsuitable for human habitation. So if they found her with them, wouldn't that mean that she got abducted too? The children were evaluated at a hospital and reunited with their family. Brown now faces 2 counts each of kidnapping and first-degree cruelty. Oh no, she couldn't have been inside that thing. She must have, yeah. And here is the enraging parts. Brown was already facing charges for allegedly kidnapping a 4-year-old Alabama baby in 2021 using strikingly similar What is she doing with the kids? Befriending the mother and posing as a babysitter. She also reportedly had outstanding warrants for failing to appear in court. Does she have any kids for real? So before anybody begins blaming this mother, understand the authorities allege Brown spent an entire year deliberately building her trust. Now I feel bad about what I said earlier about the mother. I understand now. The question is not why a mother trusted someone she believed was a friend. The question is now is how a person accused of kidnapping one baby was free long enough to allegedly try and take 2 more. Thankfully, Zola and Nora are still alive. They're safe and finally home. Thank God. What the hell is wrong with people? Why are y'all trying to steal kids? Shit. I'm trying to have one. You're trying to steal them. Fuck. Moving on, because it's almost over. How Maryland is reckoning with forgotten Black boys who died in state care more than a century ago. I was iffy. I didn't know whether to do this one or not, but I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So Maryland has established a commission to investigate the deaths of at least 230 Black boys and teenagers who died in state custody more than a century ago and were then buried and neglected largely unmarked. You know what? I hate people. I hate humans. I do. Largely unmarked graves. The children were confined at the House of Reformation and Instruction for Colored Children. I hate that fucking word. They probably did that shit purposely. The kids probably had no problem. They just wanted to, contain them. A segregated juvenile facility in Cheltenham, Maryland, between the 1870s and 1941, hundreds of Black children, some reportedly as young as 5, died there amid documented abuse. Yeah, 230. Neglect, disease, forced labor, and horrific living conditions. These motherfuckers, they had tiny slaves. That's what this was. Some had committed serious crimes or any crime at all. Oh, wait. Some had not even... See, I told you it was a setup. Had not committed serious crimes or any crime at all. But once they entered that institution, many never came home. Their bodies were buried across the road in Prince George's County with many graves marked only by crumbling cinder blocks, y'all. I hope there's a fresh, hot place wherever the hell y'all are now. Or nothing whatsoever. Meanwhile, immediately beside this forgotten burial ground sits the carefully maintained Cheltenham State Veterans Cemetery. This shit is a damn twist. This is a M. Night Shyamalan movie. So the state apparently knew how to preserve sacred ground. It simply didn't extend that dignity to these black children. Officials had records and maps indicating the burial sites existed for decades, yet meaningful investigation and restoration never occurred. So nobody noticed this shit until now. I bet somebody was just being nosy and found this shit because motherfuckers like to hide shit. Maryland's new created Commission of the House of Reformation will conduct historical, archaeological, and forensic research. 5 years after slavery was abolished till 4 years before the U.S. entered World War II is how long this disgrace. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you for that information. That sounds about goddamn right. Of course they would, because that's still Jim Crow. They technically, they still kind of treated it like slavery. What the fuck? I knew it. Motherfuckers are sick. Really sick. I don't understand people. What the fuck is your issue with someone having a different color? I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm too busy with my damn life. How the fuck y'all have so much time to be upset about somebody else? And here's the thing. Nobody know what the fuck you are as long as you keep your mouth shut too. I can be proud without having to tell everybody my damn business, and then you bring these bigots onto you. Say shit. Anyways, it works. Their work is including locating, documenting graves, using DNA testing when possible, identifying the children, finding their descendants, examining how they died, and recommending memorials, educational programs, and systemic reforms. Oh, Lord. Hey, Casper. You're almost in time for the dragging. This is not merely about correcting a historical footnote. These boys had names, families, and lives before the state reduced them to institutional records and anonymous graves. I jumped in my burner right before I came on, and I hit the like button for you. Maryland cannot all undo what happened, but it can uncover the truth, restore their identities, preserve their resting place, and finally grant these children the dignity that state denied them in both life and death. The fuck is wrong with people? Seriously, I don't get it. I'm just like, what? Y'all got too much time on your hands to be worried about people. Okay, the next one is news that you need to use. Seriously, I'm getting you up on it. And then my TED Talk. I have a TED Talk. You won't believe the fucking shit someone had me find. And then after that, I'm gonna drag a bunch of ugly ass people for a few minutes before we fuck around and find out and all that good shit. I promise you, I had to switch up some shit, but here we go. News you need to use for real. Where the hell is my news you need to use? News you need to use. Where is it? Use news. Oh, that's Casper. Girl, I thought that was Laura. It's Casper. But I also watched her video too. Where is it? News you need to. No, that's news on education. Oh, here you go.
Message.
Medicare versus Medicaid. What's the difference? For you older folks, y'all might want to listen to this because I had to learn before because I did coding and shit. Medicare and Medicaid sound almost identical because apparently naming two completely different healthcare programs, something easily confused, was the government's first test of our cognitive abilities. Here's the simplest distinction. Medicare is primarily based on age or disability, while Medicaid is based mainly on income and financial need. I had to learn that the hard way. Medicare is a federal health insurance program available nationwide. It generally covers people 65 and older, along with some younger people who have qualifying disabilities, ALS, or end-stage renal disease. Oh my God, I hate those. I had to code those shits. Meanwhile, Medicare has four main parts. Part A covers hospital stays, skilled nursing care, hospice, and some health care. Part B covers doctor visits, outpatient services, preventative care, and medical equipment. Part C, or Medicare Advantage, is private insurance approved by Medicare that combines parts A and B and often includes additional benefits. So don't get screwed up with that shit because they'll try and make you, they'll fuck with you with that one. Part D covers prescription drugs, okay? Now, Medicaid is jointly funded by the federal and state government, but administered by individual states. It assists eligible people with limited income like me and resources like me, including children, pregnant women, I'm trying, older adults, people with disabilities like me, and other low-income adults. Because states manage their own programs, eligibility requirements and benefits can differ depending on where you live, because nothing involving American healthcare can simply be consistent. It would if they didn't try to wait us out. You know, we all could have benefited. Racism is very expensive, y'all. Just trying to let y'all know. Medicaid may cover services Medicare normally does not, including long-term nursing, home care, personal care assistance, and in some states, broader dental, vision, and transportation benefits. I've had to work with people who had to get x-rays, and they sometimes had both. Medicaid recipients typically have little or no out-of-pocket expense, while Medicare can involve premiums, deductibles, co-payment, and co-insurance. And yes, someone can qualify for both, like I just said. These people are called dual eligible. Medicare generally pays first, while Medicaid may help cover remaining costs and services. The takeaway: Medicare is mainly age or disability-based federal insurance. Medicaid is primarily income-based federal and state assistance. If you think you might qualify for either or both, apply and let the program determine eligibility. Do not reject yourself before the government gets the opportunity. And boy, do they love it. This country should have free healthcare. Hell yeah, it should. But the reason why is because of us. They wanted us to die out, but apparently they didn't realize who was more persistent, us or them. We ain't going no damn where. You brought us here. We didn't ask to be here. Moving on. Bishop Williams Barber announced National Voter Mobilization Tour. I kind of like this guy. He seems to have his head on right. Bishop William J. Barber II is launching a multi-state speaking tour supporting 100 days, 1,000 marches to the polls, a national campaign designed to mobilize 5 million low-wage, infrequent voters before November 3rd midterm election. Man, I already checked. I am registered, because at one point they tried to drop my ass. No, the hell you won't. I sent that shit back, and then I called. Organized by Repairers of Breach and the Moral Monday Public Pulpit, the initiative will use peer-to-peer text messages, grassroots phone banking, door-to-door canvassing, and organized marches beginning with the early voting. More than 40 national organizations and 200 local groups have already joined the effort. I'm going to tell y'all, like I always say, if you don't vote, you better not tell me. I don't need to know, because if you tell me you didn't vote, I'm blocking your ass. I didn't block my dad. I don't give a shit. And I have some of his. I don't have all 50. I have like 49% from him. But anyways, don't tell me, because let's look at it this way. Do you know how many of our ancestors got their ass whooped so we could do this? Beat, killed? I'm just saying. So I'm not going to disappoint them. Shit. And like my homegirl says, iron sharpens iron, okay? Reverend Barber is such a nice, courageous man. I have met him. Really? You need to tell me about it. He look almost like he's Cape Verdean. Anyways, let's see here now. Barber argues that low-wage and Black voters, especially across the South, possess enough unused political power to determine elections. He noted that 90 million eligible Americans did not vote in the last election. Motherfuck! I know one, and I blocked her. While control of Congress was reportedly decided by approximately 7,000 votes. In other words, millions of people stayed home, while a number smaller than attendance at some high school football games helped decide who controlled Congress. Y'all motherfuckers helped us get in this mess. Bitch. Then everybody spent the next 2 years yelling at their television as if the remote contained an impeachment button. I was homeless. I keep saying that, and I still drove my ass 2 hours away to vote early, where I was registered. The tour's first announced events are Friday, August 21st, that's this Friday, 6:30 p.m., Singing for Democracy free concert at Danville High School, Gravely Hall, 203 East Lexington Avenue in Danville, Kentucky. Sunday, August 23rd, Courageous Conversations in Faith, Justice, and Society at Bethany Baptist Church, 275 West Market Street in Newark, New Jersey. The article lists the time at 10 p.m. So confirm that time with the church before attending. I ain't never heard of church being that late, but I don't know. Sunday, August 23rd at 5 p.m., the promise of the vote at Big Bethel AME Church, 220 Auburn Avenue, Northeast in Atlanta. Ooh, he gonna be traveling his ass off. Barber says marches can include thousands of people or simply 5 or 10 neighbors walking together. The point is not ceremonial marching for one afternoon. It is getting people registered, informed, organized, and physically to the polls, because voter suppression works best when voters cooperate with it by staying home. Me personally, I moved. But that is it for that. It is now time for my unhinged story. And I'm telling y'all right now, when y'all see this shit, I'm just letting you know, you gonna get pissed the fuck off too. I'm just letting you know what the fuck happened. Down. Okay, my program decided to shit on me. Come on, god dang it. Stop playing with me. Thank you. Now close this shit. I hate when shit does this. Yeah, dang it. I will close everything if I have to. I have to talk to these people. Oh, that bitch just okay, I'm gonna close you down. One moment. Oh, it froze. Okay. Now you want to act right. Cancel, bitch. Anyways, it is now time for my unhinged TED Talk. I just want y'all to know I'm about to yell about some stupid ass shit that I can't believe I found. Well, I didn't find it. I'm gonna tell you who found it and how. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. It's now time for unhinged fucking TED Talk. And then after that, we're gonna look at some ugly ass faces. I'm just telling you, be prepared. Trigger warning. Let's see here now. Where's my trigger warning? I need to get my trigger warning because the next two shows a trigger warning. All right, unhinged. There you go. And yeah, that's actually me. So anyways, you see this shit? Do you see this shit? This is real. Hey, I didn't make this. This is a real fucking game. Somebody on TikTok reported this shit. Let's talk about it. Man. All right, so this is the unhinged TED Talk. Before I rupture a digital blood vessel, shout out to the Mindful Gamer, that's the TikTok person, for the original video, and thank you Magic Tales for alerting me to this hot bubbling casserole of racist fuckery. Welcome to my unhinged TED Talk. Plantation Simulator. Give me a second. Oh shit. I don't want to go off. I have to. Yes. You saw this shit. I told you I was gonna drag them. I told you. My homegirl Magic told me about this shit, and I said, hell, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I want you to report that. And I'm like, mission accepted. God dang it, we gonna get this shit done. Hold on, where's my damn thing? Because I have to stay on on a script, otherwise we'll be here all night. All right, so. Welcome to my TED Talk, my unhinged TED Talk, Plantation Simulator, Racists Discover Human Rights After a Fucking Software Update. So this game launched with Black enslaved people being whipped, overworked, and unalive. And a crowd of morally repossessed dickheads apparently said, finally, Stardew Valley for people banned from the family reunion. Positive reviews, racist jokes. These motherfuckers were treating generational trauma like Farm Bill with fucking felonies. Then came patch 1.2. Whoo, Lord. The developer made the enslaved characters white. And suddenly the racist review brigade started shitting bricks through a screen door. Now it was offensive. Now it was historically inaccurate. Now it was false advertisement. Oh, eat my ass. Slavery didn't magically become evil because Kyle from Best Buy spawned in the cotton field. When the victims were Black, you called it comedy. When the victims looked like you, suddenly you found empathy buried beneath 17 layers of audacity and untreated swamp ass. This isn't a moral outrage. This is racist blue balls with Wi-Fi. Then the developer replaced the whipping with hearts and little kisses. And these sentient stains complained that the game wasn't fun anymore. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Man, you know what? Go play Tyson Knockout. Maybe that's better for your bloodthirst. Do you understand how catastrophically fucked you have to be essentially to announce, I can't enjoy this game now that I can't beat black people, and then willingly attach your username to it? The FBI couldn't waterboard that confession out of me. And Valve sitting there quieter than a church mouse in witness protection while this digital hate crime petting zoo violated the spirit of its own damn rules. That's the company, Valve. Valve didn't heroically remove it either. The developer requested the delisting. Who the fuck is it? The turd eventually flushed itself, is what I'm telling you. That patch changed one thing: the victim's skin color, and then suddenly every racist cockroach came sprinting from beneath the refrigerator for a plausible deniability. I have cats, so I don't have roaches. So let me scream this slowly, and I wash my dishes. If slavery only becomes offensive when the enslaved people resemble you, you do not oppose oppression. You oppose losing your VIP seat next to the fucking whip. Thank you for attending my unhinged TED Talk. Racists can't collect their clown noses, expired ancestry memberships, and family-sized bottles of shut the entire fuck up on the way out. Okay? Please, get that shit for me, please. And that is it for my damn TED Talk. Where's my TED Talk? I got to finish it with my unhinged TED Talk. That's it. Oh no, I missed something. Hold. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, it is now time for my special edition. I know y'all. Yes, girl, I went and told it. I told that shit, and I'm pissed off about it. And I really did find some stuff. And oh man, I made Nova cuss like I want to cuss. It is now time. I have another request, and I'm glad to do it. If y'all are tired and you just need a laugh right now between the bullshit I just put y'all through, please join me in this bullshit here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, but still, I'm about right. Oh, you don't want to work? Oh, my wrong one? Wrong. Oh, no, you didn't. My thing disappeared. Where is it? I can't believe it. My one video is gone. Because I had a video that basically was like, what the hell is this shit? But okay, fine. You see this bullshit right here? All right, we're going to play it. She look all right, right? Look what happened. Oh, Lord Jesus. She looked like something from a Sam Raimi movie that just didn't make it into the Evil Dead. What the fuck is going on right now? Look like her lips are about to go pop. Is she high? I don't know. Anyways, moving on, because this shit gets scarier. See this face? Kind of strong, but it got worse. I really thought this was a fake mask. I didn't know that was a human. I promise you, I thought this was one of those masks you go to Party Central and you find that shit. I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, fuck. That's a real person. Why you do that to yourself? God don't like ugly. And he ain't too, okay. Look like a little girl with no lips. What the fuck? She kind of remind me of a person that's about to get possessed. You know, when their eyes get all black and then they spit out weird shit, and that chin, what the fuck is going? Why do you have a cross? Because you cuss so much, that thing should be burning you. But then it's an idol. Never mind. This one, it's like she went to, you know them Winx dolls with the eyes, they really sharp. This bitch here, that's it. The fuck? And don't try to hide this. I see your jowls. You got jowls. You didn't even know you had jowls, but you got jowls, ma'am. You scared the shit out of me. Honestly, this is terrifying. I'm just gonna let you know. This is the shit that makes dreams horrible. I'm glad I'm an insomniac, because yeah, but I bought some extra. Okay, let's look at this. This looks like a normal human. What the fuck is this? Seriously. Okay, this one. The hair is horrible. This is that Mexican. You remember back in the day? But why she low-key looked like her husband? Oh my God! That's horrible. You ain't supposed to look like it. Well, you know, my brother and his wife kind of look alike. I ain't gonna lie. Them kids look like Stepford wives. I swear to God, everybody look like a clone. That's terrifying. What would you do if you saw that? Okay, this one. I couldn't believe this shit right here. Why you do that? You actually were pretty at first. This one, not bad. Big ass teeth. Now she got big ass lips. And what's going on with your neck? This one. This is terrifying. What did you do to your eyes? What the fuck? Okay, this scared the shit out of me because she was gorgeous. And she terrified. Look, oh, we gonna slow this down. That was just a video. I just wanted to introduce y'all to some shit. This shit is not over. This gets worse. Okay, because I had to keep the damn browser up for y'all to see this shit. Oh, I'm not done. I asked specifically for a 5-minute thing. We gonna drag these motherfuckers because they just made our lives so much worse. And they got money and they did this with their face. Once again, too much time on your hands. Why you got so much time? Okay, this is Lauren Sanchez, okay? She's beautiful right here. Yeah, her lips ain't that full, but she's beautiful. What the fuck? Okay, it looks like you got 2 soccer balls in your chest. Girl, don't fall down. You fall down, them things gonna pop. Oh, no, wait, your lips might catch you. Your lips might catch you. That ain't right. God did not make that. You made it worse. Well, God made it and you made it worse. You ain't supposed to do that. Whatever comes there is supposed to come through, and it's supposed to be like, it gets better. You look at this shit. Let's stop here for a minute. She looks like a whole crackhead addict with like Botox. The fuck happened to your eyes? You were fine here. And then what happened to your hair too? The fuck happens to their hair as well? What's going on? Your hair was fine. Now it looked like a bird's nest. And this, what is going on here? How did you do that? What did you do? I don't understand. Why are your eyes? I can see under your mascara, ma'am. I can see the eyelid. That's not right. Ma'am, and then your chin got huge. You had a fine chin. What? Oh, I see what happens. You didn't like this part right here, which is natural. You wanted it smooth. No, ma'am, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I can't. See, this is why we don't have a celebrity night tonight. We just gonna talk about one fucking couple, and then we talking about this shit. This right here. You know you were gorgeous in your first picture. I can only imagine what you look like under all of this makeup. I mean, I know makeup because I be putting on some makeup. This is, ma'am, this right here is not healthy. How can you see? Because I'm sure all them lights gonna make that black shit like fall into your eyes and just gook up. You just gonna walk into a wall, man. Your teeth are white. That's nice. But the problem is, what's going on in them lips? What's in them lips? I'm scared. I'm scared for you, really. I mean, is this supposed to be better? You God's work is fine. Why you gotta do all of this shit? This is terrifying. See, whoever requested this, let me tell you, you owe me, because I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I'm gonna have nightmares. Okay, this one right here. Now we have time. The only problem, ma'am, is you didn't know how to put mascara on. Now you got these damn moths on the end of your eyes, not butterflies. They look like moths, like they're raggedy looking. And then, your earrings changed, but that neck. What happened to your neck? How do you get a neck like that? And then what happened? Okay, so your face was more I guess heart shaped. So you decided you wanted a straight block face. That's what you're telling me. Okay, I understand. Are you mad? Man, seriously. That's a waste of money. Why would people motherfucking, you know what? I wonder if they actually look at their old pictures and wonder, yes, they messed up everything. God made it and you fucked it up. Shit. You know, there are people in the world that are naturally terrifying. Mace wearing a wife beater covered in hats, but don't you dare be trans around her. Oh, Lord, girl. That's a hot mess right there. That's a hot ass mess. I've dated everybody. Now I don't want to touch nobody. Now this one right here. Woo, girl, what happened to your nose? I feel like, hey, Laura, I thought you was, Casper came in and I thought that was you. I popped into your room, but I didn't say nothing, but I hit your like button. Yeah, this right here, you were already, I mean, you're supposed to go up, not down. When you use money, you're supposed to go up, not down. Fuck. Man, what happened to upgrade? Y'all don't listen to Beyonce, do you? You remember her song? Let me upgrade you. You did not upgrade. You downgrade. I don't like this. I don't like this. Y'all owe me because I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm gonna have to eat the whole jar of sleeping gummies. I done found some sleeping gum, not gunnies, gummies. I feel like I need a gunny. Oh Lord, this is horrible. We're not done though. I think these were the scariest ones. I could be okay. See, this one I didn't see a lot, but you still could kind of look like the devil. Seriously, look, even the lighting doesn't like you. Right here, you look fine. You look like a child. Right here, the lighting doesn't like you. What are you trying to do? Your father's picture and scare the shit out of everybody? Well, definitely don't scare the shit out of him because I heard it stank. Oh my gosh, I don't get it. You don't spend all your money to get in your face. The only thing that's gonna be is gonna be your face parts. Nothing else gonna be left is your face parts and our bones. That's it. This shit. She just got possessed. That's all I can say. I don't know if wait. So you wanted a fatter face. That's what this is. You wanted a fat. You could have done that naturally. You could have just ate, but instead you wanted to look possessed. Okay. You still got them devil eyebrows. I'm sorry. I have issues with eyebrows. My aunt had those eyebrows, but she's not a devil. She just has that devil eyebrows. I've never John either, because if she got whipped, she gonna whoop my ass, and my mom will probably help. She likes to fight. Yeah. How do your husbands feel when you do this? I feel like this is one of those things when you think it looks good and then you get that road and all of a sudden smoke comes out and it's doing the Harlem Shake like my old car did. My car was doing the Harlem Shake in the middle of traffic. I was so embarrassed. Smoke was coming out. That's how I feel like your face is. Really. I mean, yeah, your hair looked stringy here, but I don't even think this is really yours. I didn't know it, but some white ladies wear weave. I didn't know that. And I think this is one of them. Yuck. Just be happy with what you got. I don't even know how to put weave in, for real. I don't. So anybody know how to cornrow? Help me out. Anyways, keep moving. This one here, we just saw this. Okay, I don't get it. You still ain't got lips. You still don't have lips. You have a normal nose. You got a Michael Jackson nose. You have a healthy glow. You look like you're dead. Somebody once told me, it's very good to look very pale. I said, if you're too pale, you look dead. This looks dead. This looks dead. Yeah. Okay. What the hell? Your hair had color. Even the color your hair is drained. How, Sway? How? Man, this is disgusting. Now, see, this was requested. A group requested this, okay? A specific group. Don't y'all get mad at me. I've not found any black Mar-a-Lago face. So if somebody can show me a black Mar-a-Lago face, I will drag that too. Don't nobody say I'm prejudiced. These are the only faces I found. And this shit. This is a hot. Well, you kind of improved, except your hair. Your hair is doing the, back in the day when you were in the 90s and you had the really tall back. That's the Mar-a-Lago face for them. You get the big ass because you on that drug shit, and then your teeth start looking a little yellow. I'm seeing that his eyes. How the fuck did your eyes go from blue to gray? That's not normal. That's not healthy. His fucking eyes change color. What the hell? Man, you got so much filler in, all the damn wrinkles are gone, but you still look like you look more like a crackhead than ever. Oh my Lord, y'all wanted me to do this for what? Just to hurt myself? I think you did this. This is what happens when you think they friends and then they do something so horrible that it makes you not want to go to sleep. All right, and that is it for that, because I can't do it no more. I'm so happy to close this, and we're going back to our regular thing. It is now time for people terrorizing black folks. I can't with y'all. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Oh, you owe me. You owe me. Let me get down here. I'm about to go steam through this now. But I had to drag them bastards because they asked me to, and so I did. So, yes, they're living reptiles. I was asked to drag them, and I dragged the shit out of them. Although I might see this shit in my sleep, you all owe me. Every nightmare, I'm charging y'all $2 for every nightmare I have, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Get ready, say it in the group. $2 for every nightmare I have for doing that. All right, it is now time for people terrorizing black folks. You won't believe this shit. Oops, wrong one. That's the wrong one. Yeah, I had to find these motherfuckers. Why? Why? Hey, Joker. Mayor's wife blames black residents for city's problem. Council responds. I hope they fired her ass. I just don't get it. What the fuck does color have to do with anything? If a person is fucking up shit, it doesn't mean that the person. Oh, anyways. All right, so the wife of Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, well, Roanoke, there he goes. Mayor Emery Doty, it looks like dough and tie, decided to conduct her own little. Oh, that's the woman. Oh Lord, she's wait a minute here. She's the mayor. Okay. Anyways, the bitch. Oh no, the wife. The wife is not Emery. Emery's the guy. Okay. Her own little racial analysis of the city, and apparently completed the entire study at the University of Facebook with a minor in Caucasian audacity. In a now deleted social media post, Yvonne Doty blamed black residents for problems involving the city's neighborhoods, rental properties, and schools. There's a good chance that black people also helped your husband get that job. How dare you? She wrote that since black citizens had moved in Roanoke Rapids and its high schools, there had been a lot of problems. No, that's not it. Somebody's over policing them, most likely. I honestly believe racism is expensive. This heifer's going to pay. She then reached for racism favorite emergency parachute. I'm not saying all black people, before claiming that many black renters do not take care of their homes. I take care of mine. What the fuck? Because adding not all before a racist generalization does not magically transform it into responsible civic analysis. This is like saying no offense immediately before launching a folding chair at somebody's forehead. Send me a folding chair and see what happened. After screenshots circulated and backlash followed, every member of the Roanoke Rapids City Council, except her husband, the mayor, signed a statement condemning racist, discriminatory, and demeaning language. Sir, what the fuck is wrong with you? They just signed it. It didn't mean she was like fired. You couldn't even sign that shit. Call your wife out. I'm gonna call my relatives out. If they being racist, I'm calling their asses out. Oh. The city emphasized that Yvonne Doty is a private citizen who does not speak on its behalf. That's technically true. But when you are married to the mayor, publicly blaming black residents for the city's problems doesn't exactly remain a quiet household opinion. Maybe you're the problem. Woo, look at that gut. Between your husband, your husband, and you keep this shit between you, your husband, and the decorative towels. The council said racism does not represent its values, tell me, and declared that it stands for dignity, respect, and every resident. Thank you. Wonderful statement. Now let's keep that same energy when black residents raise concerns about housing, schools, city services, and how they are treated by the local government, especially that fucking mayor's wife. Because deleting the post removes it from her page. It does not remove the beliefs that caused her to type it and reread it and still press publish. You stupid bitch. Moving on, because guess what? This one's worse. Why would you do this? Going insane. Gary residents say without power, life without power becoming unbearable. Exactly. It is hot too. Shit. All right. So I knew somebody from Gary, Indiana. I dated them. Thousands of residents in a predominantly black Gary, Indiana, have spent more than a week without electricity following severe storms, and they are now dealing with extreme heat, spoiled food, closed businesses, damaged homes, and no clear answer about when normal life will return. As of August 18th, nearly 27,000 NIPSCO customers in Gary reportedly remained without power. The following day, the utility said almost 88,000 customers across its entire service area were still disconnected, although more than 282,000 had been restored. But those numbers do not explain what 8 days without electricity actually means. Gary resident and TikTok creator Aja showed streets so dark that not even street lights were working. She described her refrigerator as empty as my soul, damn, and said the stores her food desert neighborhood depends on, including Family Dollar. It's horrible when you got to eat out of there. I've done it. And a local grocery store were also closed. Ah, shit. A fallen tree changed her roof, damaged her roof, leaving holes in her already hot and humid home. She also cares for an autistic daughter whose normal routine has been completely disrupted, so she has no peace. After being unable to find either a hotel room or a generator for 3 straight nights, Aja said she felt like she was going fucking insane. Another resident finally paid for a hotel after 7 powerless days, only for the hotel's electricity to go out too. At that point, the universe is no longer testing your patience. It is flipping you off personally. Restoration efforts were further delayed after gunfire struck a NIPSCO Why you got a gun out there? Utility vehicle, temporarily forcing crews to pause work in Gary. Who the fuck is that ignorant? The local NAACP and NIPSCO are providing meals, while Capital B Gary has compiled resources for food, oxygen refills, and cleanup assistance. Food critic Keith Lee is also coordinating the mayor's office and Salvation Army about bringing supplies. Oh, he's so sweet. Those efforts matter, but residents should not need viral TikToks and a food influencer to make 8 days without electricity qualify as a national emergency. This country is fucked. That's all I got to say about this shit. I am so sick of this shit. And that is pretty much it for that. It is now time for Terry's favorite thing, fucking around and finding out. But hold on, I really want to see something real quick. If you like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing, but you have a suggestion that could improve it, please hit me up in the comments. If you're just there to try and get 5 minutes of fame, don't bother. I'm a small page and I really have a very quick finger when it comes to blocking people. Anyways, here's my commercial. I'll be right back with playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. Okay, here we go. Oh, now this shit don't want to play. I swear I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm just gonna close it. Fuck it. It's too late, bitch. It's too late. I'm just gonna close you now and I'm gonna bring you back up. I refuse. Fucking ass. I don't like when my system fucks with me. I don't play that whole okay. I'm the one in control. Fuck this shit. Anyways, when I get back, I hope y'all can still hear me. Give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and do that until my damn OBS pops up again because it decided that it just didn't want to play nothing and it was getting on my nerves. It's just me and the fam. Bitch. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the... I can't stand this shit. Yeah, it's just me and the fam. See my little say that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a red. I've been moving like a hot man. All right, so 2 Penn State fraternities busted in cocaine trafficking ring. Yeah, you heard me. That's why I'm glad they got what happened to them. 14 people connected to two Penn State fraternities are facing charges in what prosecutors described as coordinated, highly profitable trafficking operations. The defendants include 13 current or former Penn State students and 1 student's father, because apparently somebody misunderstood family involvement and turned Bring Your Parent to Campus Day into Breaking Bad Legacy Edition. Admissions, I guess. Authorities allege that the members connected to Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi operated the ring during 2023 and 2024. 2 alleged main suppliers, Augustino Abatello and Thomas Robinson, reportedly made regular trips to New York and Philadelphia to purchase large quantities of the cocoa. The drugs were allegedly taken back to off-campus fraternity house. Why was it off-campus? Where they were cut, packaged, who learned this shit, and primarily distributed to other Penn State students. No wonder they were probably awake. Prosecutors even claimed that some fraternity pledges were required to help prepare the cocoa as part of their indoctrination. Are you serious? Excuse me? Whatever happened to memorizing the Greek alphabet, wearing a humiliating outfit, or being naked? in my case, and cleaning somebody's disgusting basement. I didn't have to do that. I had to cook for somebody. These fools allegedly upgraded hazing into an unpaid internship with a meddling cartel. Oh, Lord Jesus. Investigators say customers paid through cash and payment apps. Robinson allegedly accepted payments through a Venmo account bearing his own name, so he's stupid. Because when committing a felony, nothing says operational security like generating a searchable electronic receipt. Several defendants face serious felony crimes, as you should, including corrupt organization, conspiracy, and dealing in proceeds from illegal activity. Others face misdemeanor drug possession charges. Robinson's father, a lawyer, is accused of hiding evidence, including safe containing drugs and cash, and obstructing the investigation. You're a lawyer. You should know damn well. Delta Upsilon has been placed on interim suspension, while Sigma Chi was already operating without official university recognition. Penn State says it is horrified by the allegations, and there are your stupid prizes: criminal charges, possible prison time, suspended organization, and explaining to future employers that your college leadership service experience involved allegedly assigning cocoa packages to freshmen. You sick bastard. Moving on, because the games aren't done. After a wild Florida primary, black voters just sent a clear message to Republicans and Democrats. This heifer right here kind of pissed me off because apparently she decided she wanted to be in the mainly black district. Bitch. Anyways, let's see. Florida's primary voters delivered several expensive lessons to both political parties, including the timeless classic "Black voters are not one obedient electoral group waiting to follow whichever candidate has the most money, endorsements, or television commercials." The biggest surprise came from Democratic State Representative Angie Nixon, who defeated, she reminds me of my one of my cousins, defeated former national security official Alexander Vindman in the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate. Vindman's campaign raised approximately $16 million, while Nixon's raised less than $1 million. Yet Nixon won roughly 56% of the vote by campaigning as a grassroots progressive focused on working families, which is mostly what regular people are. So congratulations to Vindman for discovering that campaign money can purchase advertising, consultants, and enough mailers to wallpaper Tallahassee, but it cannot purchase voters. Nixon will face Republican Senator Ashley Moody in November. Moody versus, these names suck. In governor's race, Drumpf-backed Congressman Brian Donalds won the Democratic nomination. Yuck. And will face Democratic nominee David Jolly, a former Republican congressman. Oh, God, he might be a Fetterman, who joined the Democratic Party. If Donalds wins in November, he would become Florida's first black governor. Yeah, but he's an asshole and a MAGA, so I don't see any greatness about this shit. But his victory also demonstrates why parties should stop pretending the black political identity automatically equals one ideology, because we don't claim that bitch. Meanwhile, scandal-plagued Republican Congressman Corey Mills lost his primary to former television anchor Ryan Elijah. Mills entered the race under a House Ethics Committee investigation involving allegations of misconduct, assault, financial violations, and other controversies, which Mills has denied. They're probably true. Apparently, voters look at that expanding subscription package of scandals and click cancel membership. In Florida's heavily black 20th congressional district, Debbie Wasserman Schultz defeated a crowded field that included Dale Holson, Elijah Manley, Sheila Sheffels McCormick, and Luther Campbell. With several challengers dividing the opposition, Wasserman Schultz won with approximately 46%, not a majority. Hey, Joker! I'm kind of pissed because she moved into a district she knew wasn't hers. This one, and they were talking about this. She moved into a district. People specifically said, don't do that. This is for us. We don't want you. And somehow she won. So they must have wanted her. But either way, I'm still mad that she did that shit. The message to Republicans and Democrats is simple. Black voters are evaluating candidates, policies, credibility, and results. Stop treating us like guaranteed electoral furniture that only needs attention when somebody wants to rearrange Congress. Honestly, this one right here, yeah, I really, really hope they keep all of their feet to the fire. That's where I'm standing. I don't care who the hell, especially Donald's. He definitely, I don't like anybody with the name Donald now. If your name is Donald, I'm just gonna call you Donnie or D, because I can't do it anymore. These motherfuckers done pissed me off with that name. I can't stand that name right now. That is the name. That is the name nobody wants to deal with now. Kroger's to pay $75,000 in EEOC disability discrimination and retaliation lawsuit. And to give you an update real quick, two things. One, Reagan, the awful dancing person from lady from the Olympics in 2024 that did something look like a kangaroo. Yeah, she's getting a Netflix documentary, just to let y'all know. And two, I actually did go onto the website, the EEOC, to find the government stuff, and I did leave a message about them trying to get rid of more of the EEOC. So yeah, that's what caused me to stop that. So anyways, Kroger is going to pay $75 in EEOC disability discrimination and retaliation lawsuit. I worked for Kroger's once, and then one day I just never came back because it sucked. Kroger's has agreed to pay $75K to settle on the EEOC disability discrimination and retaliation lawsuit involving a breast cancer survivor who asked for one seemingly outrageous workplace accommodation: permission to sit down. Them bastards do not want you sitting. The woman was hired as a cashier at Kroger's Edgewood location in Atlanta. Her cancer treatment had caused permanent nerve damage in her legs, so she requested a stool or a chair during her shifts and provided medical documentation supporting the accommodation. She did not request a private office, a company limousine, or a velvet throne beside the produce section. She asked to sit while scanning groceries. According to the EEOC, Kroger responded by simply stopping her shifts, ignoring her repeated telephone calls, and failing to address her internal complaint. I fucking hate capitalism now. After months without work, she notified Kroger that she had filed an EEOC discrimination charge. The company allegedly told her that all future communication should occur between her attorney and Kroger's legal department, and still never scheduled her again. That is where a basic accommodation request became a federal lawsuit. Yes, I'm glad too. Under the Americans with Disability Act, which requires employers to reasonably accommodate qualified workers with disabilities unless doing so creates an undue hardship. A chair ain't gonna do shit for y'all. Y'all sell chairs. Shit. And Kroger would have had one hell of a time explaining how cashier's stool threatened the financial stability of a multi-billion-dollar grocery company. Y'all some greedy ass bastards. Under the 2-year consent decree, Kroger must pay the former employee $75K. Update its complaint procedures, train store leaders and human resource personnel on disability accommodations, post a workplace notice explaining employees' rights, submit periodic reports to the EEOC detailing accommodation requests and how they were handled. So instead of providing one chair, Kroger allegedly chose months of silence, federal litigation, mandatory training, government monitoring, and a $75,000 settlement. Congratulations. That may be the most expensive stool in grocery store history. God dang, that stool better be like gold. Lord have mercy. And that is it for playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. We're going to go ahead and move into some historical stuff. Let me go ahead and pull that up. We have a few of them, and I think you'll like at least a few of these motherfuckers. First of all, let me go ahead and put that down because it's a slideshow. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't know half the people they're about to mention, but it's somebody we should, remember. That's all I can tell you. So give me just a moment so I can pull up my black historical moment. There it is. No, that's a conversation, not a conversation. I didn't need that. I really gotta fix my shit. I really do. Black history. Where are you? This is why it takes me so long to get out of here. Where the fuck did I put it? Okay, now I'm getting mad. I know I have it. Oh, there it is.
Yo, it's too many, hey, it's too many, yo, it's too many, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. You know that. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dose. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. From smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. That ain't shit you.
Oh, sorry. There it is. All right, so let me bring this up a little. I was just testing it. 15 radio icons who shape culture through years. So let's talk about it. Before podcasts, live streams, and social media personalities started arguing. Give me a second. I need to change my thing again before some asshole comes in and starts fucking with me again. That pissed me off the last time. Anyways, here we go. So let's see here now. Before the podcast, live streams, and social media personalities started arguing into microphones from unfinished basements, Black radio hosts were informing communities, breaking records, launching careers, and creating spaces where Black America could hear itself reflected. So here we go. Let's talk about these people. I'm going to bring up the first. So I'm going to bring this up so you can see who the hell they are, because I don't know who the hell this is. Number one was Jack L. Cooper. Became one of America's first Black radio broadcasters, launching the All Negro Hour in Chicago in 1929. That is him right there. Yeah, he don't look that fun. 2, Hal Jackson broke racial barriers in mainstream broadcasting and later helped establish the essential Black station WBLS. That's him right there. That's that hair. That's that hair from that time. Frankie Crocker, known as Chief Rocker, transformed WBLS and helped shape urban contemporary. Wait a minute. That's somebody else. God dang it! I hate when it gets out of order. That's hell. And now I need to find Frankie Croker. There he is, right there. Frankie Croker, the Chief Rocker, and you know who that lady is because she sells everybody's stuff. That's Beverly. That's all I know. Every time I get a magazine, my mama get a magazine. That's her on there. Anyways, let's not forget that other dude because for some reason they skipped him or they put him down further. This dude right here with the Coke bottle glasses, that is Nat D. Williams, and he was fighting for the blues. So apparently he became the first Black disc jockey at Memphis WDIA, and he had a Black appeal kind of format. So moving on, number 5, Donnie Simpson became one of urban radio's most recognizable voices through decades of music, interview, and cultural commentary. This is not him. This is somebody else. This is Melvin Lindsay from The Quiet Storm, and he changed radio forever. I did like The Quiet Storm. This motherfucker. See, sometimes you just got to check stuff. Mr. Magic. This is Mr. Magic right here, putting music on the hip hop. Mr. Magic hosted Rap Attack and one of commercial radio's first all hip hop programs, helping move rap from local streets to national audiences. Okay, moving on. Then we have Tom Joyner. This is me growing up right here. I remember Tom Joyner. Tom Joyner literally flew between Dallas and Chicago to host separate shows before building the nationally syndicated Tom Joyner Morning Show. And then, of course, let me see who's next. I don't know who's going to show up next because this shit is way out of order. I guess they just decided to put their own 15. Donnie Simpson. I know y'all know Donnie Simpson. I love Donnie Simpson. Donnie Simpson had them green eyes. I knew him from Video Soul. That's what I knew him from. So Donnie Simpson became one of the most recognizable voices in Black radio during his decade-long career in Washington, D.C. His smooth delivery and influence. Yep, Tom Joyner's still doing shit. He's still doing it. But let's not forget, here come the newer ones. This is DJ K-Slay, the Drama King. I have never heard of this man in my life. I promise you. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's somebody. And unfortunately, he died from COVID. So that was one of them. Let me see. It's not in my list because they decided to do something different. But he was the drama king, late DJ K Slay. He made a legendary voice in New York hip hop through his long-running show on Hot 97. He was a former graffiti artist and mixed DJ. K Slay brought his street-level credibility into airwaves. There you go. Now, let's not forget Wendy Williams, causing everybody a headache. Wendy Williams turned gossip, celebrity gossip, fearless interviews, and an oversized personality into a radio style entirely her own. And a lot of us really didn't like that because it was a little too much. And then Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne. I'm not calling you that shit. Charlemagne, I don't know. I don't know. Shit. Sometimes he's for us. Sometimes he just pisses me the hell off. Charlemagne evolved from working with Wendy Williams into nationally recognized interviewer and co-host of The Breakfast Club. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore with The Breakfast Club. Shit. And then let's keep going. Then there's DJ Clue. I remember him. The Mixtape King. I used to hear some of his songs. He was if you're a underground rap junkie, you can probably still hear DJ Clue's voice echoing in your ears. Clue became one of the hip hop's most influential DJs through his legendary mixtapes, helping artists break records before they reached mainstream radio. Then you got Funk Master Flax. He was dropping bombs in hip hop. I definitely remember him, and he's still around. Funk Master Flex became one of the defining voices of New York hip hop during his long-running tenure at Hot 97, where his show became a destination for breaking records, freestyles, and exclusive interviews. And then you have Big Boy, the voice of the West Coast, and Steve Harvey. Yay, Steve Harvey. That was a classic interview between Wendy and Whitney. Yeah, whoo. So, Big Boy, he's on the West Coast, and then you got Steve Harvey. I used to hear some of his shows, but mostly his shows. But yeah, okay. That's it for that one. We're gonna move on because I need to hurry up. That dragging took longer than I thought it would. So let's keep moving because I don't have a whole lot of time. Let's talk about 10 interesting facts about Marcus Garvey's Pan-African flag. I told you this is history now. We got one more after this. Let's see here now. So, in honor of Marcus Garvey's August 17th birthday, here are all 10 facts about the red, black, and green Pan-African flag, one of the world's most recognizable symbols of Black unity, liberation, and pride. First, the colors themselves. Red represents the blood connecting people of African ancestry and the blood shed for liberation. Black represents the people, and green represents Africa, land, and natural wealth that you are letting other motherfuckers steal from you. Number one, it is more than a century old. Garvey and the Universal Negro Improvement Association created the flag in 1920, drawing inspiration from the Liberty League of Negro Americans, earlier black, brown, and yellow banner. It is one of several flags associated with Juneteenth. Others include the official Juneteenth flag created in 1997, the African American flag, and the American Black Heritage flag. It was number 3. It was created partly in response to racist entertainment. A popular song from the 1900s used the racial slur while declaring that every race had a flag except Black people. Garvey essentially responded, "Say less," and transformed racist mockery into international symbol of power. 4, its design influences flags across Africa and the diaspora, including those associated with Kenya, South Sudan, Malawi, and Martinique. I think that's right. August 17th, number 5, is recognized by many as Universal African Flag Day, connecting Garvey's birthday with worldwide Black solidarity. Apparently, we're not doing too good right now because of social media. Number 6, it's inspired Kwanzaa's Bendera flag. The Bendera rearranges the colors to black, red, and green, placing black first to symbolize that people come before the struggle and the future created from it. Number 7, the flag has several names, including the Black Liberation Flag, RBG flag, Afro-American flag, UNIA flag, and Marcus Garvey flag. It's 8. It remains a modern protest symbol following the 2014 police unaliving of Michael Brown. A Howard University student replaced the American flag on campus with the Pan-African flag in solidarity with Ferguson. Number 9. Pan-African colors also appear as red, yellow, or gold and green. The variation replaces black with gold and appears across numerous African nations' flags, national flags. And number 10, the colors have deeply influenced popular culture, especially hip-hop, film, visual art, fashion, and streetwear. Marcus Garvey died in 1940, but the flag he helped create still appears wherever Black people declare unity, identity, resistance, and pride. A racist song asked where your flag was. More than 100 years later, the answer is flying worldwide. And there's one on my car, but it's more like a U.S., but it's in those colors. So moving on, because this one, I was very excited about this next story. I hope you do too. Moving on. Black August and the sacred resistance of Black women political prisoners. So Black August began inside California prisons as an observance honoring Black political prisoners, freedom fighters, and resistance to the state violence. But its history is frequently told through the experience of men, leaving the sacrifices of Black women barely mentioned. The article highlights the following women. Ramona Africa used her freedom to advocate for members of MOVE imprisoned after Philadelphia police raided the organization's Powhatan Village home in 1978. A police officer died during the resulting gunfire, although MOVE maintained the friendly fire unalived him, and ballistics could not identify a specific weapon. 9 members were convicted of third-degree murder. 4 were women. Debbie Africa gave birth to her son Mike while incarcerated. Janine and Janet Africa spent more than 40 years in prison before receiving parole in 2019. That is ridiculous. Janine experienced unimaginable loss. During an earlier confrontation with police, she was knocked down while holding her infant son, Life, who died shortly afterward. While Janine was incarcerated, another son, 12-year-old Lil Phil, was unalive when Philadelphia police bombed Move's home in 1985. Would y'all leave these people alone? Shit. The article then examines Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mother, and a member of the Panther 21, arrested in 1969 while pregnant. Afeni faced charges of carrying up to 300 years. She endured spoiled food, severe malnutrition, and inadequate necessities, and allegedly invasive medical treatment while detained. She eventually represented herself, was acquitted, and gave birth to Tupac 1 month after her release. Her co-defendant, Joan Bird, reported similar mistreatment. Afeni also developed a close relationship, described by some accounts as romantic, with activist Carol Crooks. In 1974, Crooks successfully challenged the Bedford Hill Prison's use of solitary confinement without due process. After guards allegedly beat her and returned her to isolation, more than 200 incarcerated women rebelled, taking control of sections of the prison. The uprising helped secure due process protections for New York prisoners. Why can't we do that for our fucking country? Assata Shakur escaped prison in 1979 after being convicted in the death of New Jersey State Trooper. She later received asylum in Cuba, where she spent approximately 45 years in exile, remaining wanted by the U.S. Finally, Angela Davis spent more than a year in prison on kidnapping, murder, and conspiracy charges. I bet they were all caked up, connected to a courthouse pew-pew she was not present for. Yeah! She was acquitted and devoted much of her life to prison abolition and political prisoner advocacy. Women reported constituted more than 60% of the Black Panther Party at its height. Their imprisonment also exposed them to reproductive abuse, medical exploitation, family separation, and targeting of their children. Black August cannot honor Black resistance honestly while treating the women who sustained it like a historical footnote. Exactly. And I love these women for what they had to do, and I will always honor them. That's fucking ridiculous. Now it's time for culture. If I'm seeming like I'm going fast, it's because it took too long to drag them ugly ass people, and there was too many of them. A lot of ugly ass people. Here we go. Fans rally around Reading Rainbow host after urgent "I am not okay" post. So Michael Threets, the librarian, literacy advocate, and joyful host of the revived Reading Rainbow, I just want his hair to be a little. These new afros kill me. Has fans rallying around him after he shared a deeply concerning mental health update. Threets wrote that he was not okay, was seeking help, and planned to check himself into a hospital. Most importantly, he assured everyone that he was safe at the moment. As of August 19, no additional update about his condition has been posted. I hope he did get himself into a hospital, though. Support immediately poured in from fans and public figures, including actress Yvette Nicole Brown. Many reminded Threets that the kindness, encouragement, and the library joy he has given other people also belong to him. Exactly. Threets has spoken openly before about depression, anxiety, burnout, and self-deletion thoughts. In 2024, he left his position at the Solana County Library to focus on his mental health. Since then, he has become PBS's resident librarian, taken over the digital revival of Reading Rainbow, and continued advocating for literacy, neurodivergent people, and honest conversations about mental wellness. There is nothing funny to add here. Seeking hospital care during a mental health crisis is not weakness, attention seeking, or failure. It is someone recognizing that the situation requires more help than inspirational quotes and a hot bath can provide. The man who spends his life reminding people that they matter deserves to hear the same from us. Michael, you matter, even when you cannot perform happiness for anybody. If you're experiencing crisis, call or text 988 in the United States. Seriously, I've had to call it my damn self, so I'm not lying. Moving on, because this one is kind of dark. I told you we're on a damn roller coaster. So, Nolan Wells, when a black child dies without answers, grief has nowhere to go. Nolan Wells was 18 when he disappeared during a July 4th boating trip to Horn Island, Mississippi. His body was discovered 2 days later, but his family is still waiting for a clear explanation of how he died. Officials initially reported drowning and reported finding no evidence of foul play. Kind of fast to do that, huh? However, the manner of death remains officially undetermined. The state autopsy and an independent autopsy requested by the family have either been inconclusive or remain undisclosed because they're assholes, while a jury investigation continues. Nolan's family attorney, Ben Crump, and the Congressional Black Caucus are calling for federal involvement. That ain't gonna happen with that orangutan. In this opinion piece, psychoanalyst and Black mother Reverend Sheila Johnson explains why the uncertainty creates a special kind of torment. Ordinary mourning is already brutal, but unanswered questions leave grief suspended between sorrow, fear, and suspicion. The mind keeps trying to complete a story the unavailable facts can't finish. For Black parents, that fear also carries history with it. A Black teenager disappearing in a predominantly white setting in Mississippi inevitably awakens memories of Emmett Till and generations of institutions that dismissed, mishandled, or simply ignored Black deaths. That does not prove Nolan was murdered, and the article does not claim that it does. It explains why just the investigation does not magically erase communities' historical earned mistrust. Black parents teach their children to stay together, remain alert, and never assume every environment is safe. Then when something still happens, they are left wondering whether there was one more warning they should have given. Don't leave each other alone. There. Nolan's family is not demanding a predetermined conclusion. They are demanding enough truth to finally know that what they are grieving and why. Exactly. And every parent deserves that shit. So do something. Shit. Moving on. This one's a little bit lighter. Thank God. I told you, roller coaster. What two fathers talk about at lunch. Former NAACP President Ben Jealous, what a name, recently had lunch with an old friend, a Black Republican commentator he had publicly disagreed with for roughly 20 years. And what dominated the conversation? Not politics, not cable news foolishness, their children. That ordinary conversation matters because America remains committed to the dusty stereotype that Black fathers disappear faster than accountability in Congress. And that's terrible. But history and the available data tell a very different story. In 1836, an enslaved man named Richard escaped while being transported to Alabama. His enslaver's newspaper advertisement predicted Richard would attempt to reach his free wife, Jane Tucker, because even enslavers knew black men repeatedly risked torture or death to reunite with their families. After emancipation, formerly enslaved fathers purchased newspaper notices searching for relatives who had been sold away. Villanova University historians have discovered nearly 5,000 such notices, even though the estimated success rate may have been only 2%. Modern statistics continue dismantling the stereotype. 70% of black fathers living with young children bathe, dress, or change them daily, compared with 60% of white fathers and 45% of Hispanic fathers. 41% help school-age children with homework or checked it daily, compared with 28% of white fathers. Among fathers living separately, nearly 6 in 10 black fathers saw their children weekly. Not mine, but then again, he's Cape Verdean. Compared with approximately 4 in 10 white fathers. Yes, 43% of black fathers had at least one child living elsewhere, compared with the 14% of white fathers. But separation does not automatically equal abandonment. The real story includes lost employment, mass incarceration, violence, and policies that destabilize black communities, not some generic allergy to parenting. Black fathers have always loved, protected, searched for, and shown up for their children. Apparently, America just displaced that information under centuries of propaganda. Horrible propaganda. I just found out what it's called. It's called black propaganda, but it sucks. I don't like that name. Anyways, moving on, because we're out of the culture part and we're about to go ahead and hit up on some fashion real quick. I'm getting y'all through as fast as I can. We really don't have any celebrity news, so that should be good. Here we go. Where the hell is my fashion one? There it is.
A liar for money was $10 million cash quick.
All right, so 13 black-owned beauty brands you need in your makeup bag now. 5,000 people looking for their loved ones. Yes. Let's see here now. And they say there was probably even more. That's all they found. So 13 black-owned brands. Okay, it is Black Beauty Week, and the Root assembled 13 black-owned brands designed with melanin in mind. Not added 3 years after customers started asking why the darkest foundation shade was lightly toasted beige. What the fuck is that? Here they are. Number 1, Juvia's Place. I got some. Known for highly pigmented eyeshadows, foundation, blush, and bold colors that actually appear on darker skin. 2, Fenty Beauty. Rihanna's industry-shaking brand made expensive foundation ranges that the standard instead of a charitable suggestion. Number 3, Pat McGrath's Labs. Luxury makeup from legendary artist Pat McGrath, especially famous for richly pigmented shadows and lip products. Danessa Myricks Beauty, multi-purpose professional quality products built for creativity, color, and glorious face sorcery. Number 5, Black. That's BLK/OPL, formerly Black Opal. This longtime drugstore favorite specializes in affordable complexion products for deeper skin tones. Number 6, Fashion Fair Cosmetics. The iconic brand founded in 1973, especially to serve Black women routinely ignored by mainstream cosmetics. Number 7, LYS Beauty, clean, comparative, affordable makeup known for foundations, bronzers, and concealer sticks. Number 8, Range Beauty. I think I've had them before. Founded by Alicia Scott for sensitive, acne-prone, eczema-prone with inclusive foundations. I need to go look at them again. Number 9, Ace Beauté with it's like the French, cruelty-free company celebrated for vibrant eyeshadow palettes, lashes, and expanding complexion products. Number 10, The Lip Bar, Melissa Butler's vegan brand that survived a Shark Tank rejection and still strutted directly into major retailers. All right now. 11 is Edem, I think it's EADEM. Melanin conscious skincare focused on discoloration and dark spots. I need that without treating our skin like an unsolved laboratory experiment. Number 12, Lamique Beauty, Kim Roxy's inclusive brand, particularly known for brow products. Number 13, Black Radiance. I've seen that. Affordable makeup created for black women of color. Of women of color, including complexion, contour, and high impact color products. The lesson: Black women were never too difficult to shade match. Some companies were simply too lazy to finish the assignment. Exactly, jackasses. Now for our mini. Okay, before I go, let me bring this down so y'all can go ahead and see me again. Come down, jackass, please. I hate when it does this. I really hate it. This thing froze again. I hate when this shit happens. Now I gotta act like I'm about to close the bitch. Now you want to act. I hate this. This is when your computer acts a fucking fool. But my computer is old, I guess, seeing as I've had it for about 4 years. That's a damn shame. Anyways, if you like CBD and you like your lips popping, please check out this company. It is Black-owned, woman-owned. It's called CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Twitch, Instagram, and Threads. Here it is. Where the hell is it? There you go. Really? We're doing this? I hate you so much. All right, let's get moving on because I don't have a whole lot of time. Let me do my commercial. If you like what I'm doing or if you have suggestions, please hit me up in the comments. If you don't and you just want to fuck with me, go ahead and try it. I'm going to delete your shit. I'm just letting you know. Anyways, here it is. Really, man?
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little take, say that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, here we go. These are the 15 cutest black celebrity. This is the only celebrity you're gonna get out of me. And the only reason I did that is because there was some history in that shit. So here we go. 15. Is it 15? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you about them. Anyways, here we go. So for the National Couples Day, apparently today is National Couples Day. No, I don't want Xfinity. For the Roots celebrated some of the most recognizable black couples across history, Hollywood, sports, and music. Here is the complete slideshow lineup, lightning round style. So number 1, Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King, partners in marriage and the civil rights movement, with Coretta continuing their work after his assassination. Number 2, it's 13. Okay. God dang it. Come on now. I really hate you right now. Come on. Okay. Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett. I forgot they were still together. So they met at Yale, connected years later, and married in 1997. I didn't know they met in Yale. Oh, right now. Number 3. Now I love this couple, Ozzie Davis and Ruby Dee. They met actors, activists, and partners for 57 years, proving love and revolution can share a household. I love that couple. Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington. What the hell? Not them. Let me move this one up then. This is Niecy Nash Betts and Jessica Betts. They got married. I don't know when, but hey, I'm happy for them. Barack and Michelle Obama. Still not on my list, but yeah. Lovely couple. We still keep it moving because we ain't got time. I already told you about them. Samuel L. Jackson and LaTanya Richardson Jackson, college sweethearts, married since 1980 and still choosing one another. Moving on. Denzel Washington and Pauletta. There we go. Pauletta Washington. Together for more than 4 decades. Ooh, yeah, he got them old people eyes. I'm getting those. And partners for the... Okay, wait a minute. Together for more than 4 decades, despite Denzel reportedly needing 3 proposals before Pauletta said yes. You better never cheat on her. 3 proposals to get her to say yes. And I'm just going to let you know, Niecy Nash and Jessica were best friends before they got married. They were friends. So, and they got married in 2020. Moving on. Hopefully it's the right one this time because I'm getting tired of these out of space. It is not. It is not. All right. ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. Is that even on this list? Because I'm serious. It's like they just don't want to get the thing right. Okay, yeah. They've been friends since 2012. They were officially dating since 2020. And they are now raising 3 children. I guess that's this generation's Ozzy and Ruby D. Queen Latifah and Ebony Nichols. Finally! I didn't know when the hell she was going to say something. They've been together since approximately 2013 while protecting their privacy like it contains nuclear launch codes. Ain't that the damn truth? Ain't nobody trying to hate you. You Queen Latifah. You know how much shit you brought in for our world? Good grief, girl. We love you. And LeBron and Savannah James looking very up to date and trying to stay young, but shit, they're doing a good ass job at it, at least looking, because god dang, they look young. They were high school sweethearts who met as teenagers before championships, billions, and endless GOAT arguments. I don't want to hear about no infidelity with any of these couples because I fucking hate that shit. And then some young ones here. This is Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny. I don't know nothing about these people, but apparently they were Stanford. Let's see here now. No, that's a different one. Man, they get on my nerves. Anyways, these two, they've been together for a minute. I thought they broke up. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. They met at Teen Vogue party in 2015. They dated for 4 years. Yeah, they're now together. Why would you put that in the list? They're not together anymore. I knew they broke up. Sterling K. and Brian Michelle Baith. Are they married? Well, that's a name right there. They were Stanford sweethearts who separated, united, and eloped in 2006. I guess if you can't get it right, might as well jump to get it right all the way. And then we also have Stephen Curry and Aisha, who are the greenest, yellowest people I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, they're together still, even though apparently they've been having some up and down. So they've been together since they were 14 and 15. And they tied the knot in 2011. But I think they had the baby first. I really don't care. Do how you do. I'm not in that world. They met as teenagers, reconnected as adults, and married in 2011. You never know. You might still be meeting that special person for you. You never know. So that's it for that one. Now we're going to go ahead and get into health. Like I said, we move in because we really over time. I was doing good, getting 1.5 hours, but then I did those 2. But I don't mind. I did it because I was asked and I could do it. So let's go ahead and get into health. And it's a doozy. We only got 3 stories left and then we can all go fuck off somewhere. I went and got me a cake from the food pantry. It's so nice. It is chocolate and cookie. Yeah, chocolate and cookie. It's not super moist, but it's a cake. Anyways, where is this? All right, health. There it goes. So the hidden cost of the great deal. Is fast fashion worth your health? Let's talk about that shit. Oh shit, I knocked something down. Anyways, let's see here now. The fast fashion sites like Shein, Temu, and Fashion Nova, and chains like H&M, which I only saw in China for the first time, and Korea, keep pumping out extremely cheap clothes designed to be worn briefly and discarded. I'm not good with that. I like to keep my clothes. Unfortunately, that bargain blouse may arrive with more chemical baggage than a toxic ex. I told y'all about this. Independent research has detected substances including PFAs, forever chemicals, lead, platelets, whatever, formaldehyde, parabens, and disclosed fragrances in clothing and personal care products. Some can disrupt the endocrine system, endocrine system, Jesus, by interfering with the body's hormones. Long-term exposure has been associated with thyroid problems, metabolic disorder, early puberty, breast, testicular, prostate, and uterine cancers. Oh, Lord. Sheen is currently facing a Texas lawsuit alleging, among other things, that children's and maternity clothing contain dangerous levels of certain chemicals. Those are allegations, not a final judgment. But California has already collected millions in settlements from manufacturers and distributors over undisclosed lead platelets, and I think it's platelets and PFAs. The burden may be especially heavy for Black women. One cited 2025 Environmental Working Group reported nearly 80% of beauty and personal care products marketed to Black women contain ingredients rated moderately to severely hazardous. Oh my Lord, glad I don't wear makeup on a regular. Why is fast fashion so cheap? Polyester, because I got tricked. I thought I was buying a damn sweater. That bitch was polyester. That ain't gonna keep me warm. Polyester, acrylic, I paint with that, and nylon are petroleum based. Oh my God. Manufacturing is frequently outsourced to places with weaker wage and environmental protections, and pollution from refineries disproportionately affects Black and brown communities. So apparently that $3 crop top comes with exploited labor, environmental damage, and possible endocrine chaos sewn into them. Oh, that's fucked up. The panel's complete practical advice: wash new clothing before wearing. The Navy tells us that. Choose fragrance and dye-free laundry detergent. Read fiber and care labels. Where's that cat? I knew there was a cat over there. Favor cotton, linen, I know that song. Linen, wool, and other natural materials. Use ingredient scanning apps such as Yuka. That's YUKA. Buy fewer long-lasting garments. Support sustainable Black-owned brands. Sign petitions and support coalitions pushing for stronger chemical regulations. Because add to cart should not secretly add to the bloodstream, please. I got my hair braided, but I'm nervous as fuck right now about that shit. Now we're going to move into one more story, and then I lied. We have two animals are taking over because I just had to show y'all. This is getting ridiculous. There's too many animals getting out. All right. So expert breaks down the fitness myth that could be holding you back. Personal trainer William McCrae, that's his name, separated actual fitness advice from nonsense passed around by somebody's aggressively shirtless cousin. If you have one of those, keep them away. Here are the article's key corrections. 8 glasses of water is not a universal commandment. Hydration needs vary by body size, activity, climate, and supplements. Dark yellow urine can indicate you need more water. Yes, if your shit is almost orange, you need water. Crunches cannot specifically burn belly fat. They strengthen abdominal muscles, but your body, not your wish list, decides where fat comes off. More sweat does not equal more fat burn. It just means you stink. Sweat is your cooling system, and some people naturally produce more. Pain does not automatically mean progress. Mild soreness can be normal. Sharp pain, swelling, or discoloration can signal injury. I seen some people get damn sunburn. I didn't know that shit could make you swell up. I mean, their forehead was pushable. That shit had a dent in it. I'm like, where did the dent come from? Anyways, longer workouts are not necessarily better. An efficient, intense 20-minute circuit, which could damn near kill you if you're not ready, may accomplish more than 90 minutes of wandering between machines and checking Instagram. Fasted cardio is not mandatory. Exercising before eating works for some people, but may leave others weak, dizzy, and performing poorly. So if your ass can jump on that bitch and feel good, great. But if not, get the fuck off it and go eat something. You cannot usually out-train a poor diet. Exercise matters, but it cannot magically negotiate every meal you throw at it. I hardly eat. I need to go eat tonight. I didn't eat last night. I just nibbled. Supplements are not shortcuts. Most are not necessary. Yeah, I fucked around and OD'd on D, vitamin D. McCrae says creatine and whey protein can be useful in appropriate circumstances. Protein needs vary. The general adult baseline cited is about 0.36 grams per pound of body weight daily, with active people potentially requiring more. Go look that up on AI because I don't know what the hell I just said. Strength training will not automatically make women bulky. Building dramatic muscle requires specific training, nutrition, genetics, and time. So if your body is bulky, that's mean your damn family's bulky. Not because you decided to work out. No matter how fit, you're bulky because your family bulky. Oh, I hurt my arm. Resistance training does not stunt children's growth. Young athletes should emphasize supervision, proper form, body weight exercises, and functional movement, not reckless heavyweight lifting like that little baby. That was terrifying. Mindset matters. Sustainable change begins with realistic goals and consistent habits, not punishing yourself for possessing a human body, please. The expert's revolutionary fitness secret is deeply inconvenient. Move consistently, eat reasonably, recover properly, and stop expecting one exercise or powder to perform witchcraft. Now we're going to go move on. I'm going to do my little commercial one last time, and then we're going to get into animals are taking the fuck over. And we only have 2 of those, and they're both silly, and we'll be done. Because I really overdid it with the dragging. But anyways, here we go. Where's my commercial real quick? And you better not pause on me. I'm really oh, are you serious? I didn't bring that down. Let me bring that down. Oh, good. It came down. Okay, here we go. Where the fuck is it? I forgot. Please remember to share and subscribe. There you go.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Okay, it did it again. Give me a second. Waiting for that shit to shut off. Thank you. African serval captured after days on the loose in Illinois. Just letting you know, a serval is not a house cat. Residents of rural Grundy County, Illinois, recently discovered that a suspiciously enormous house cat roaming around Gardner was actually an African serval. Why do you have this in Illinois? For anyone unfamiliar, servals are wild cats native to Africa with long legs, giant ears, spotted coats, and an ability to leap roughly 9 feet into the air. That's taller than most basketball players. In other words, this is not Mittens. Mittens does not have professional grade suspension. The serval, reportedly named as Helios, had escaped from its owner. Why the fuck do you own this? And remained loose for days. I hope it bites your damn arm. Possibly several weeks. Animal control officials, send this bitch back to Africa. Officials installed cameras and traps while repeatedly warning residents not to approach him because somebody always sees an exotic predator, that's a predator, and thinks he understands my energy. No, Brenda, he understands that you are standing within pouncing distance. Residents around reported sightings, allowing officials to narrow Helios's location, that means sun. On Monday, Grundy County Animal Control, with assistance from its owner and a helpful resident, safely captured him. Nobody was reported injured, and officials said the handsome fugitive would soon return home to his family. Please do. Take your asses back to Africa with that animal. You can come back, but leave that fucker in Africa. That's where he belongs. That's where his food is. That's where his family is. Bring that motherfucker back. He's not native here. Now, the legality of owning a serval in Illinois is confusing. State law specifically prohibits several dangerous animals, that's one of them, but does not clearly name servals in its main statutory list. It needs to. However, separate agriculture regulations do include them, and local ordinances may impose additional restrictions. Translation, the law looked at this 9-foot jumping murder kitten and responded, let me check with another department. Helios is now safe. The neighborhood safari has officially closed, and Illinois residents may return to worrying about local wildlife like politicians. because those fuckers really need to be put down, and if you ask me. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to this next one. I told you there was two, because there's two fucking big ass animals that have no business being out. They've been out, and I just want y'all to know, okay? Because these motherfuckers shouldn't be out, and they out. People have caught them, but they were out at one point, okay? I need y'all to know what kind of animal was there. Where the fuck is it? I cannot find it. Animals. Oh, there it is. Yes, you see that right. Texas police apprehend lemur on the loose. Lemur, you know that thing that was singing, I like to move it, move it. That thing. They caught that thing. Why was that thing in Texas? I don't know. So police officers in Belton, Texas recently received the kind of dispatch that makes everyone check whether somebody accidentally switched the radio to Cartoon Network. A lemur was running loose. The Belton Police Officers Association shared video of the incident, describing their furry suspect as fast, furry, and refusing to cooperate. I would too if I was in Texas. So essentially, every defendant on cops, but with larger eyes and considerably better balance. The lemur apparently escaped from its owner. And why do you own this? Again, why are we owning these things? Go get a cat, color it gray and color it the same color. Shit. Stop getting these animals. Take it back to Madagascar in Africa, please. Take them back where they belong. Officers expecting standard police duties and instead found themselves auditioning for Madagascar 5, Escape from Belton, because this motherfucker escaped and was conducting unsanctioned tours during the neighborhood. Now, lemurs are primates, natively exclusive to Madagascar. They are agile, intelligent, and capable of moving much faster than a grown officer wearing duty equipment who did not begin that shift expecting cardio. Video showed officers attempting to corner the animal while it darted around and rejected their authority, jurisdiction, and general vibe. Despite the lemur's commitment to remaining at large, officers quickly captured it without reporting any injuries yet. The animal was then safely returned to its owner. Why the fuck is there an owner here? Authorities did not explain how it escaped or why somebody in suburban Texas had a lemur in the first place, which is what I'm asking, which feels like a fairly important chapter missing from this story. But nobody was hurt. The lemur is safely home, and Belton police can now add international primate fugitive recovery to their resumes. First, Illinois had servals. Now Texas has lemurs. The animals are no longer trying to take over individually. They are opening regional offices. We about to get taken over. I'm just letting you know. These damn animals are going to take over. We ain't going to have shit. Just letting you know. These fuckers, they know what time it is, okay? So if you don't know what time it is, you better watch these animals. One day your damn cat might be driving your car. I'm just saying. And I'm not responsible for that shit. Just like I said, next door, a bear was getting people's cars. They can keep the bear can keep it all. But anyways, that's it, because my fucking shit keeps pausing and it's pissing me off. So thank y'all for coming. Sorry about the long thing. I'll get back to the regular 1 hour and a half. Love y'all to death and good night. I don't know what else to say, because this just pissed me off. My computer is acting the damn fool. I love y'all. Good night. Take care. And please remember, add, share, subscribe. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul on the road. I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul on the road.